Hello and welcome to the Mindset 333 podcast. For those who may be new here, 333 is known as an angel number. It represents growth, balance, and alignment in your life. It's often seen as a reminder to trust your intuition, embrace creativity, and move forward confidently on your path. Every human being enters this world with three guaranteed foundations: the mind, the body, and the soul. And here at Mindset 333, that's exactly what we focus on. Building the mind, strengthening your body, and protecting your soul so you can grow into the best version of yourself. So let's get into it. I'm your host, Ryan Kramer, and today we're going to be talking about the mind. More specifically, building mental muscle. So the mind ultimately is a muscle. It's like any other muscle in your body. That's why we focus on the body and the soul as well, because you need to take care of those two things, but we're focused on the mind. All right. So strengthening the mind takes work. It doesn't happen overnight. And it ultimately starts with your mindset. And why does it start with your mindset? Because your mindset shapes your actions, and your actions become habits. Habits become your life, and your routine every day impacts how you go about life, how your outlook is on life. If you wake up and you immediately look at your phone, start scrolling, you're kind of already setting yourself back. And I know this because I've done it through personal experience. I've went through waking up and just scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through TikTok, that kind of thing. And, you know, it's a quick fix in your mind, makes you feel better. But you don't understand that subconsciously your mind reads everything you see. Like if you go through and like just start scrolling right away, it impacts you more than you realize. So I'm going to try and give you guys some things to help with starting a better routine. And number one is starting the day without checking your phone. Get sunlight early, and maybe, wake yourself up, splash some cold water on your face, and exercise. Another thing could be journaling. Maybe write down some quick thoughts when you wake up. Also doing it before you go to bed. It's a great way to get what's on your mind on a piece of paper and get it out of your head. And practice gratitude. So obviously take care of your soul. Find out what works for you. Have faith in God and that kind of thing. I mean, it really helps. But let's get down into building mental muscle. So here is a really great exercise that I like to do. And it's counting to 10. It sounds easy. It sounds really easy. You count to 10, but close your eyes. And on the inhale, count 1. Exhale, count 2, and so on up to 10. And if you lose track, your mind starts to wander. You start back over at 1, and you go through that. Go up to 10, and every time your mind wanders, you go back to 1, and that's a way to break repetitive thoughts, overthinking. It really helps. And also, while you're counting, you can visualize this. So when you're inhaling, you inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. So when you're inhaling, I want you to visualize smelling roses. And when you're exhaling, blowing out candles. Now, I know it sounds kind of silly, but this is what we used to do when I played college baseball. We had a sports psychologist. He said, visualize this. The breath is like the quickest thing to let your body know that you're okay, to calm down your central nervous system, calm down your mind, calm down everything. You're tense. You always go back to the breath. Smell the roses. Blow out the candles. And just try that. Give that a try. And also do the counting. Count up to 10. Do it with your eyes closed. And essentially that's dipping your toes into meditation. So meditation, what it really is you're sitting still, you're noticing the contact of the body on the floor, the hands and the arms resting on the legs, and letting your thoughts pass through your mind. So you're not actively engaging in your thoughts, but rather letting things go, letting things be. And it really just kind of helps, accepting things as they are. That you can't change certain outcomes, that you can't change how the world around you is changing, how it's affecting your life, but you can change what you do internally. And what you do internally impacts what you do externally. So if you have a positive internal reflection and you can, put yourself first and do the things that you need to do, you're going to have great results. And it all starts with taking care of the mind. You got to have a good mind. You got to have a healthy mind, and you got to have a good mindset. And I know it's easier said than done. I know, if you're listening right now and you're struggling and you might not have a good mindset, it's okay. You don't have to change that overnight. It's just something that comes with time and, comes with a little bit of work and creating those good habits that can ultimately provide that for you. So I know it's hard, but it's possible. I promise you it's possible, and you'll get there. And, just take one step at a time, and ultimately it'll happen. So the journey is really what's the most important and exciting part. We want to get to the end goal. We always want to get to the end goal. Man, I just want to get to where I want to be. I want to have a house, $1 million, all this stuff. But really, if you're always focused on the future, and you're so just infatuated with what's going to happen 10 years down the line, that you're going to miss what's here right now. And vice versa. If you're always focusing on the past and you're always, dwelling on things you could have done, you can't change it. You can't change what's happened, and what's yet to come. We don't even know if that's going to happen, because, this could be your last day. You don't know. I mean, I don't know if this is my last day, but you have to learn to live in the present, because it is so much more enjoyable to live here, to live now. And, like I said before, just taking care of the mind, that's really where it starts. And if you're able to kind of let things be, accept things as they are, and not worry so much about the future, you can really, you can have a happier life. I promise you can. And, another thing, so breathing exercises and meditation, those are things that really help me. And that's kind of why I'm talking about this, because I want to help others. I want to help you guys who are listening. I don't know what anyone's going through, but everybody shares this human condition of life in the body, that we are imperfect beings. We have flaws. We don't really know what to do. I mean, we didn't come into life with okay, this is how you fix things, because we don't know how to fix things. But what we do know is things that work, and breathing and meditation, those things kind of really do help the mind. And another thing I want to talk about is reading books. I mean, that really helps, especially today with, you can scroll so easily. You can go on your phone, do a million things at a time, and never think about, having to ask ChatGPT, ask AI, ask, all this, do this for me. But Um, but you're really not benefiting yourself. Because reading, it helps focus and it helps concentration. It also helps memory retention, critical thinking, and problem solving skills. And it helps visualization. Visualization is a big thing. If you're watching a movie, you're kind of, you can watch it on the couch and half drooling and, kind of, see the storyline or whatever, but you're not really actively engaging. You're not thinking about it. Your critical thinking skills are not working. If you're reading, you can actively visualize, the movie. I sound like such a nerd right now, but you can actively visualize like a movie in your head, and that's really big for your mind. My grandma, she's like this. My grandma is 86 years old, I believe. Sorry, grandma, if that's not right. But she reads all the time, and she's the happiest person. She's all with it, and I really admire her, and I think there's something to be said about reading. I sound like a nerd, but no, it helps. So I will just say the breathing exercises, count to 10 and, close your eyes. Just do that. Actually, yeah. Breathing exercises, count to 10, close your eyes, smell the roses, blow out the candles. And then meditation, sitting still, noticing the contact with the body, with the floor, and the hands and the arms resting on the legs as you are accepting things as they are and letting your thoughts pass through. Okay. Don't really know if I have a whole lot else to talk about. I just kind of wanted to get on here and tell you guys how to build mental muscle and how you can help your mind. So, yeah. If you're interested in getting one of these shirts, though, by the way, check out mindset333.com, and we got some cool shirts. Yeah, that's all I got for you. But they're pretty stylish. We got a lot of colors, and wear your mind on your sleeve. So thank you guys for listening. I hope I helped a little bit. I don't really know where I was going with this. I kind of just wanted to get on here, talk very briefly about some exercises and things that could help. I really, this generation kind of sucks, but it's also really cool because we have a lot of technology that we can use for our benefit, but you can also really do some damage with it as well. So it's important to use it for the right reasons. It's important to recognize why you're using it. If you're getting on an app or something, only do it for the purpose that you intended to get on there, because ultimately these apps, you're paying with your time. They're free because you don't have to pay money. But what's more important and what's more valuable than money is your time, because once time is gone, you can't get it. There's people who are 70, 80 years old, who are billionaires, who would probably give all their money away to be 19, 20, 22, 25, to be young again. And, don't go through life just passively scrolling, wasting your life on social media, all that stuff. Like, it's okay to use it, but like, don't make it your life, because it sucks. You're going to look back. I think about this all the time. I think about when I'm 75 years old and I look back like, man, I just wasted 30 years scrolling, doing mindless stuff. And I have things that I want to do. I want to travel. I want to, help people. I want to make an impact on their lives. I want to do cool stuff with cars because I love cars. I have a lot of goals, and I just challenge you who are listening today that don't don't waste your time, because time is valuable. It's here, it's now. There is no time. My professor, his name is John Chofie. He's a great man. He taught markets and trading this past spring. He said, I thought about this before I met him, but he reinforced it in my head and in our class's head. And he was like, man, I was just in your seat. I was just there. I remember it like it was yesterday. And, I think back to when I was 10, 12 years old, playing baseball in the field. And now I'm 22 years old. I just graduated college. I got, one more year to go for grad school. And I just think about that stuff, man. I think about how quickly life passes by. So I challenge you, do not let your life pass you by. Do things to take care of you. Take care of your mind, your body, and your soul. Be good to yourself. Be good to yourself. Have a positive mindset, man. Because life's too short to be negative. Life's too short to be sad. And be grateful for what you got. Don't always look at what you don't have, but look at what's right in front of you. Look at what you have right now and be grateful. Be so grateful, because there's probably hundreds of thousands of people that wish they had what you had. And I'm just grateful to be here. I'm grateful to talk to you guys, and I hope I helped some of you. I hope some of you actually maybe give meditation a try, because it really does help with your mind and help you live in the present. But yeah, man, that's all I got. And never forget that the most powerful thing you can control is your mindset. So stay optimistic. Build your mind, strengthen your body, and protect your soul. Good luck on your journey, and live with a 333 state of mind. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you again on the next one. This is Mindset 333 signing off. Thank you.